Hello, denizens of the internet. Former network executive reaction to a recent pronouncement from some of America's greatest and most well-loved, talented comedic TV hosts in all of history that the industry must do better regarding diversity, inclusivity, and equity in the writer's room. Of course, I'm joking about the greatest, well-loved, talented, and even the comedic part. The pronouncement, I'm not joking about. John Oliver, Amy Schumer, Trevor Noah, Samantha Bee, and a whole bunch of others you've never heard of made a pledge from the Writers Guild of America to push for more diversity behind the scenes of television shows. The statement emphasized that late-night writers' rooms have been historically overwhelmingly white and suggested several actions to improve that status. What utter balderdash. Of course, these ne'er-do-wells started their careers long before the woke triffids infested Hollywood with their diversity, equity, and inclusivity tendrils. Now they have, ironically, abandoned all pretext of comedy. Everything that made them edgy and funny, the exact thing that got them their jobs in the first place, to now pledging their fealty to pasty-skinned, sexually ambiguous golems. Apparently, there wasn't enough diversity in these signatories' writing rooms. Whose fault was that? White supremacy? Systemic racism? These people are so pusillanimous that it's staggering to comprehend. There is no corner of the entertainment industry that is more a symbol of meritocracy than stand-up comedy and comedy writing. I cannot fathom what these clowns, and I mean that as an insult and not in a funny clown way, meant, because all these hosts are way past their funny expiry date, if they were funny at all. Samantha Bee, of course, is in the latter category. I don't know what John Oliver was smoking. Trevor Noah, who was Jon Stewart's pity hire for host of The Daily Show. And Amy Schumer, the female Dane Cook. I'm really having a hard time grasping this endeavor. My only conclusion is that these people are feeling guilty about their massive success and past omissions and are using this as a way to divert culpability for their own anti-racist inaction during 10 years of their flaccid efforts. Here's the way it works when you're trying to shore up your writing staff. One of your producers goes down to the local comedy clubs like the Improv or Comedy Store in LA, sits through a month's worth of comics, finds a few that are funny, and you invite them to your show for a writing tryout. I guarantee you there will be people of color working that microphone for laughs. But let's be honest. Blues is a black cultural invention, and stand-up is a Jewish one. Though basketball was invented by a white dude, a Canadian for that matter, and through evolution and natural selection, it is now primarily a black sport, and no one cares. Stand-up remains a predominantly white occupation, but I go to clubs regularly, and there are no shortage of people of color or sexual preference, or a combination of the two. And regarding stand-up as being primarily white, 3 of the most powerful, famous, best-loved practitioners included Bill Cosby, now not so loved, Richard Pryor, and Dave Chappelle. Let me let you in on a secret to making it in comedy. Make people laugh. There you go. I'll bet you didn't know that. You will find these secrets of the industry only from me, your former network executive. So I think I've made it very clear that there was nothing stopping any of these doofuses from grazing the stand-up clubs for talent. But What about comedy writers who don't want to do stand-up? How does one find them, especially people of color? First of all, as I said, comedy is primarily a white industry. These aforementioned black comedians influenced more white kids, and even worse, primarily males. But where do these sanctimonious, unfunny people find funny people? Do they walk around yelling for them? Hello? Funny, diverse people, where are you? Hello? Where are you? Funny, diverse people. I'm looking for you. We have work for you. No. Like in any profession, and especially showbiz, the onus is on the performer or the writer to make themselves valuable, learn their craft, and then find exposure by writing a blog or doing YouTube videos, writing plays, getting a newspaper column, maybe even write jokes for other comedians like Woody Allen did. Oh, how about comedy school? At colleges, they do exist. Or maybe the government could legislate creativity quotas like the feds do here in Canada. Funny Jewish kids would be given drugs hidden in chocolate gelt to suppress their natural sarcasm and self-deprecating abilities. As you can see, this sanctimonious pronouncement by this Politburo of losers is so hilariously, ironically bad that in of itself it shows the woke appeasement syndrome that has turned everyone in Hollywood into triffids. And here's the punchline. Let's say these newly enlightened comedy hosts actually do manage to put together this diverse writing staff of geniuses. Not a single one of them will be allowed to write anything funny, anything remotely similarly anarchic that started your careers, that doesn't fit the woke self-immolation standards that you are now promoting. I would drop an F-bomb right now, but that would be a cheap way to end this bit. I hope this was illuminating for all of you. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.